Small control widgets are hard to capture on touchscreens, since the user's finger occludes both the target and the selection point. Replacing the selection point with an approximation of the contact area makes selection much easier. A selection area also lets the user manipulate several objects at once. These volume sliders can be adjusted together or separately. Selection areas reflect the ambiguity that occurs when a finger touches multiple targets. Sliding buttons decide the selection by the direction of a short sliding motion. Orthogonal orientations allow for quick, unambiguous selections. Sliding widgets can pack multiple functions into a small screen area. A stroke to the left on this back button recalls the previous page, while a stroke to the right brings up the next page. A small pull-out knob reveals the browsing history with a downward stroke. Finger strokes need not start inside a button, allowing for crossing style interaction. A user can select all of these checkboxes with a single stroke, but selecting just one box is difficult. A designer may alternate orientations to facilitate individual selections. This third design allows for group selection with vertical strokes and individual selections with horizontal strokes. It is possible to touch a sliding button without activating it. These buttons use this additional state to show a preview of the action they perform. This hard-to-press button shows another use for the touch state. The slider track extends on contact, securing the button against accidental activation when the user is distracted or in mobile situations such as a bumpy car ride. These buttons use an analogy to friction to allow both individual and multiple selections. The slider thumb moves in proportion to the selection area covering it. Sliding widgets like these control beads can play the role of a cursor for precise positioning. The user selects a bead by sliding it to the end of a dangling wire. The wire becomes an offset cursor, keeping the anchor point visible above the user's finger. The wires of nearby beads repel each other, ensuring an unambiguous selection. This selection indicator is also a cursor-like instrument. It eliminates the need for multiple buttons and allows for single stroke selection. The physical metaphor of sliding is not a hard constraint. It only explains the widget operation. The selection indicator jumps to the finger location for quick selection and is attracted to the nearest item so that it never highlights two items at once.